Hi, everybody, and welcome to this channel. Freya's crowed. I apologize for that. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers for my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. Either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. One works for me. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos. All right. I appreciate all of your love and support. If you would do that for me, it would help out this channel. All right. So this video is for the star sign of Libra. This is your love story, as this is a general reading. So please only take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, the message isn't for you, so don't take it. All right. It means it's for somebody else. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, Libra. What's going on? Where is Libra's energy when they're coming into this reading for the Libra collective? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. So somebody is ready to share their heart. Even a little broken pieces, sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation. Somebody wants to reach out is what I see here. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, we have the Four of Wands, which talks about stability. It talks about maybe going out and socializing, having get a cup of coffee, having lunch, having dinner, right? It also talks about somebody standing in their power here with the Four of Wands, somebody standing in their power, going through maybe some sort of a gateway. The 3 and the 4 is a 7. Yeah, right? Look, Gemini. So we do have the sun currently in Gemini. The moon will be in Gemini here over the weekend. And we also have Venus, I think, is moving into Leo. Jupiter is in Cancer. Jupiter and Venus I think are both in Cancer at this moment, but don't hold me to that. But I do know that Venus is definitely moving into Leo. So yeah, I feel like these are two people that are fated to come together and have some sort of an experience when it comes to love. So Libra, there is this very balanced energy coming through here for you, Libra, which is really awesome because the Lover's card talks about that balance of that masculine and feminine energies and how it's going to intertwine in this relationship, which is going to give you both stability, where you're both going to be on the same page, because you're both going to be balanced, right? You're both going to be balanced in this energy of love, divine counterparts, holy sacred union within ourselves, which is bringing union between two people. I'm telling you that underneath that is the Two of Cups, right? So this is what I see. Two people coming together, coming into meeting up, going out and having drinks or having a meal together, having dinner together, going out and socializing, right? These two people, you and another person, are very balanced. You two are both balanced in your masculine and feminine energies, which gives your energy the power to intertwine with one another and give the relationship a chance to grow. Coming into sacred union within thyself is bringing you into union, Libra, with another person, where you're going to be able to share every little piece of yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? We do have 2, 8, 2, 6, 4. So 8 and a 4 is a 12, which boils down to a 3. So 3, 3, 3. You can be seeing that. This is absolutely gorgeous for you, Libra. This is so gorgeous. So somebody could be coming to somebody's house, wanting to sit down and have a conversation with them. You can see how the heart is broken, but look at the light shining through that heart. See the light shining through that heart? Now listen, a light can't shine through a wall, right? So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're sitting down, You're going to have a meal, have a cup of coffee. You're going to have this heart-to-heart conversation about the good times, the bad times, even including the things that have broke you, because you're both going to be like similar experiences. And because of the fact that you're going to, oh, look, I just noticed this. Look at the two people in the background. See, two people in the background. I've had these cards for years. I never ever seen that. To me, it kind of looked like wallpaper. So something is definitely going to be sticking out to you. Maybe something that you did not see in the relationship before, you're going to see it now. You're going to see something more clearly about the relationship, about the type of relationship it is. The fact that, like I said, of everything that you have been through that has been broken within you has allowed you to shine a light to draw in the other person towards you. There's a sense of a stable relationship, a sense of a healthy relationship, a sense of both of you being broken and going through similar experiences, not exact, but similar experiences, and saying, okay, for instance, I was in this relationship and, this person broke my trust, and, it took me a while to overcome it again. And, sharing the experience, somebody could have been disloyal, somebody could have just been mean, whatever the case was, maybe being in third party situations or something along them lines, right? And all the challenges that you've had to go through to grow, going through facing the shadows of those wounds and bringing yourself into a state of union. Like, I feel strong, sacred union here for the Libra collective. All right. This is beautiful. So somebody may be coming in, reaching out and wanting to ask you out on a date. Like I said, go have a meal, go have a cup of coffee, maybe go have a brew, whatever, right? And there's this heart-to-heart conversation that's going to help bring you two even closer together, because you're going to realize I could be vulnerable with this person. They're not going to hurt me like the past person did, right? Why? Because you're going to be confident. You're going to be secure. You're going to understand everything that you've went through, all right? So Libras, what is a lesson that you have learned when it comes to relationships? Yep. What did I say about that adversity? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Absolutely. You cannot make this stuff up. And I even said that. Everything that has broke you, right? I know that I cannot change the past. So I feel like a lot of you are letting go of regret. You're letting go of the wounds. You're letting go of the challenges, because you have learned, you know what? I can't change what happened in the past. I can't change that person. The only thing I can do is walk forward and mend it, right? Let go of the regret. Let go of it. Somebody is very empathic. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. And that's exactly what you're doing, opening yourself up to see both sides of a situation. Like I said, having this heart-to-heart conversation, being empathetic with one another. You're understanding them, they're understanding you. You're understanding what they have experienced, they're understanding what you've experienced, and how it has brought you to this point today. All right. So somebody has a decision to make. This card come out in reverse. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So this card is telling you you're making some sort of a decision here. And I feel like the decision that you're making here is you're going to share yourself. All the good, the bad, the ugly parts, right? And you're also realizing what has ended. All right. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So that's exactly what you're doing. You're deciding that, you know what, this ended for a reason. And I need to understand that there was a challenge that I needed to learn in this situation. And then you're like, well, okay, I'm making a decision to say, okay, well, I'm glad that ended, because now I have an opportunity for a new beginning. I have an opportunity to go out and date other people. I have an opportunity to, maybe go out in the community and search around and see who I can actually, draw, who am I drawn to, or who's drawn to me, right? And you're going to find a person. Somebody's going through an ego death here. Somebody is definitely, absolutely, positively going through an ego death here. So let's see what's going on in the mind, right? Healthy relationships. And number 7, I lovingly release disappointment in old relationships so I can give birth to new ones. Exactly. That is what you're learning with the ego death, right? That is what you're learning. Healthy relationships, number 7. I lovingly release and have learned from what has ended. I let go of being disappointed. I let go of old relationships that broke me so I can birth a new me, birth a new relationship, birth a new type of a relationship because you are accepting something, right? You're accepting that what has broke you has only made you stronger. This is absolutely gorgeous, Libra. All right. If I say how I feel, I lose love and respect. So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're letting go of this. You're letting go of feeling like, well, if I speak how I truly feel, this person's not going to love me. This person's not going to respect me. So this is like a healthy sense of communication, where you may had people disrespect you, people who may have said a lot of bad things about you, right? People who have, like, for instance, and I know this for a fact, I don't care who you are, when you break up with somebody, the first thing you want to do is call them a loser, an asshole. You want to call them all kinds of names, right? Everything but the fact that my cat just ate something. I have no clue what it was. Uh, the fact that, you lose respect for them. So somebody could have been trash talking you. I could be happy if someone disagrees or disapproves of me. Somebody could have been trash talking you, trying to get somebody to fear, maybe going around behind your back, trash talking you, like I said, an ex saying, so and so is a bitch, so and so is a dog, so and so is an asshole, so and so is a loser, so and so did this to me, so and so did that to me, just because they are in fear of opening themselves up again to being broken. Um, so that is what it feels. Some of you may even have a fear of um, not having enough money, right? Not being able to support yourself, not being able to support the relationship. So let's see what's going on in the heart space for you, Libras. I love it. This is gorgeous so far. I'm telling you, you're being divinely guided here. That's what this death and rebirth is about. You are being divinely guided. You are allowing your heart to guide you, Libra. Beautiful. And that is exactly what you are doing here with the heart in the hand. You are allowing your heart to guide you. You're allowing your heart to make your decisions for you. Going through this rebirth. Yep. Some of you have been abandoned. Some of you have been abandoned. Some of you have been left behind. Some of you have been left out in the cold. This goes back to, if you ever got a relationship and, you made a bunch of friends, and then when you broke up with that person, you no longer had them friends, you felt abandoned. That's kind of like what I'm feeling here. But I feel like divine timing is in the air. A cycle is completing here of allowing fear to keep making you feel abandoned in relationships, allowing fear to see that chair is empty. Your chair is never empty. When you're fulfilled in your heart, your chair is never empty. Because why? Because you're intuitive. Your intuition tells you that you are divinely protected. You have guides around you. So something about divine timing is at play here. There is a sense of mirroring, divine counterpart, the Four of Wands, a sense of mirroring here, a new direction. Somebody is either on their way to you or you're on your way to them. Somebody is seeing somebody's light. Somebody is seeing somebody's light. Somebody is going through a heart chakra activation. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. I love this so far for you, Libra. Congratulations to my Libra collective. So the past relationships and how they're influencing this, your current present moment. Past relationships and how they are influencing you in the present moment. Past relationships. Oh yeah. So somebody could be writing a book. Somebody could be journaling. Here. So 26 is an 8 with the 10 of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like you're sitting down and you're writing a book at the present moment. And I feel like you are doing a lot of journaling. You're doing a lot of, which is helping you to release any disappointments that you've had. You are maybe even channeling your other person for some of you. See, there's a feminine on this card, which represents your intuition, right? So yeah, I feel like this is beautiful for the past as well, because I feel like you are being guided by your heart space to write this book. This book is going to bring you an abundance of money. An abundance of money. It's going to bring you long-term stability. I also feel too, for some of you, you've been sitting down, you've been learning a lot of lessons about how to release, how to let go of what no longer serves you. I feel like you also are sitting down in the past and sit down and was like, okay, this is my goal. This is what I want to achieve. This is the first step of how I'm going to achieve it. For some of you, yeah, you definitely have some sort of a sly predator prey energy who has been around you. This is this challenge, this adversity. This is your challenge and your adversity right here. They thought they were cunning. They thought they were going to have some sort of a plan. You know, and look at this fox. He looks mad, right? He looks mad. So, yeah, and I feel like there's a wound involved in there with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is our wounded warrior. When it's knocked you down, you get back up and you're gaining inspiration. And I feel like that's where your journaling comes in. You are writing that book of everything that has knocked you down and how it has gave you the inspiration to get back up and keep moving forward. Like I said, all the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is beautiful. How people have preyed on you. How people have preyed on, you know, your abandonment issues. How people have preyed on you and then, you know, left that rose. They're all lonely. Like I'm seeing like, I don't know if you know anything about the Coyote Ugly movie. The Coyote Ugly movie, when the girl goes to get the interview for the bartending job, she asked the owner, why did you name this bar Coyote Ugly? And she's like, have you ever went home with somebody and woke up with them the next morning and wanted to chaw your arm off to get away from them without waking them? That's kind of like the image that I seen. I'm not meaning to laugh, but I'm telling you what I've seen in my third eye. So I kind of feel like that's what you're also writing about, right? That Coyote Ugly. How, you know, people have preyed on you because you're foxy, you're sexy, you're beautiful. You know, you have beautiful hair, you have a beautiful personality, you're very empathic. So when you're empathic, you draw all these bugs your way. The good ones, the bad ones. Some ones are good bugs, some good bugs are bad bugs. Some bugs don't bite, some bugs do bite. Some bugs that bite are poisonous, right? And I feel like that's why your heart is guiding you to sit down and write all this out, because you're teaching other people about the manipulation tactics in relationships, right? The manipulation tactics of how these people prey on you because you're empathic, because you draw them to you and then they deceive you. the challenges that you've overcome because of your beauty, because of your success. The people who have tried to knock you off of your stool, right? No matter if it's a half an inch off the floor or 10 feet off the floor, right? No matter how small or how large that stool is, when you fall off, it still hurts. It's like they say you can drown in a tablespoon of water, right? Well, that's the same way with the wounds. Doesn't matter how far that stool goes up. All right, so journal for the past and how it's influencing Libra's love story. The journal and how this past energy and how, yep, Eight of Swords. I'm telling you, the Eight of Swords talks about fighting your way out of the mental conflict, fighting your way out of the people who have deceived you, who've played narcissistic games with you, people who have played mind games with you, people who have made you feel isolated, make you feel tied and bound to a particular relationship, who've always caused you mental challenges, always, said mean things to you, always emotionally manipulated you, mentally manipulated you. This is giving me strong narcissistic energy. I feel like you are meant to be a teacher, to give little tips about the narcissistic tendencies of people and the people that prey on people like us who are very empathic, who try to deceive us, right? They think they're smarter than us, kind of situation, right? That's what I see here, which is absolutely amazing. I love this for you because you got 2 8s. So 88 is very significant. This talks about being connected to the Most High. This also talks about connecting into your heart space, letting go of this imbalance between your ego, keeping this fear-based energy, keeping you in this loneliness, right? Breaking out of that ego of feeling alone, feeling challenged, feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, feeling alienated, and then have people point their fingers at you, like say, oh, so-and-so is this and so-and-so is that, like trying to paint a narrative. I'm right there with you. I've been through it, right? I've had my share of bad people come into my life, right? Which caused me now to be in the present moment with like, okay, I don't trust anybody. Like, I don't know who to trust. And I kind of feel like that's the energy you're feeling here, Libra. It's like you don't know who to trust, right? You don't know who's going to have your back. You don't know who's going to be an adversary, right? You don't know. You don't know if somebody's going to try to unalive you or, try to play such mental games with you to get you to self-sacrifice. It's like, you don't know, right? So I just feel like you're sitting down and you're making a plan and you're taking notes of the people, places, and situations around you within your community. You're being aware of who you can give your love to. It's like you're recognizing the patterns is what I see you're doing here. Yeah, you definitely have a Queen of Swords, somebody who likes to be emotionally manipulative with their words, act like they love you, but they truly don't. This is somebody who's very verbally abusive, somebody who is, like I said, an emotional manipulator, somebody who likes to lie a lot, somebody who likes to be very cutting with their words, right? Out in the social life, this is somebody who's very addictive. They have some sort of an addiction. Yeah, somebody could have an alcohol addiction for somebody here. But this definitely talks about being out in the community and how people like to ruin other people's names, like to ruin other people's reputations, telling them that, they're heartless, or, this person doesn't have no intuition. This person doesn't have no psychic sight. This person is, da 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 da, whatever the scenario is for you, right? So that is what I see. So let's go ahead and see what's going on presently in your present situation. Stars. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely beautiful. So I feel Libras at the present moment. I feel like you have such high hopes, right? You have high hopes here. Another 7 coming through. 777 is very significant. You can see down there where my pointer finger is, it says the 6 of Cups. So in the present moment, you are hoping for somebody to return. Somebody to return to you so that you could rekindle your heart, so that you can rekindle a relationship. This could be a past life relationship. You two could be star seeds. This, look, see, it looks like there's a couple on that card. But I feel like in the present moment, you are very much in your power. You are very much being guided by your heart space. You are very much being guided by your star system, your star guides. You are very much in this wish fulfillment energy of, well, I wish somebody that I love would come back and we could rekindle a relationship. This is also something about rekindling a past life relationship for some of you with the star card here. This is so beautiful. I am seeing 666, which does talk about balance, restorative balance, right? For some of you, you may even be hoping to restore a marriage, getting back together with somebody you have a family with, for some of you. Let's see. Present moment for the star card for Libra. I'm telling you, you got a wish granted, Libra. Woohoo! Give me a thumbs up if you're resonating. You got a wish granted here. Oh my goodness. 6, 7, 8, 9. Completion of a cycle. If you're resonating, give me a Fonzie, please, and thank you. I got chills all over my body. This is absolutely beautiful. So in the present moment, you're getting a wish granted. Something that you have been wishing for when it comes to a relationship is being granted to you. And that's because, look at the moon. You communicate to the moon. The moon represents our feminine side. It represents our subconscious. It represents, you could even be seeing this in your dreams, right? Yeah, this is what I'm feeling here. Somebody who's very happy, very comfortable within themselves. It's like they're happy being single, but you know what? It's like, now that I've come into union with myself, I'm ready to draw in my divine counterpart, right? So this is absolutely gorgeous here, Libra. Definitely a wish being granted. Double cards here. The Star and the Knight of Cups. You can't get any better than that. You can't. You can't. You're definitely being guided by your heart space, going through this period of darkness, possibly at night, dreaming about somebody, having premonition dreams about somebody. So I feel like you've been sitting and journaling everything you've been dreaming. You've been sitting and journaling everything that you've been dreaming. And now you are seeing how things are lining up. Some of you have premonition dreams. Some of you have premonition dreams. 69. So when you two come together, there's going to be some very, very intense, very, very intense sexual love between you two. This is like a Kundalini awakening, because it's connecting to the 4th chakra, your heart chakra. And that's what the Kundalini does. It goes from the root the whole way up, and it literally feels like that too, the whole way up to the heart. Some of you are having a Kundalini awakening. This is absolutely amazing. And a Kundalini awakens, what you'll feel, and this is no lie, you're going to feel a heat wave. You'll feel it going and intertwining up your spine. That's exactly what it feels like. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I am so proud of you. Yeah, you got a new beginning. I'm telling you, you got a new beginning. The divine is offering you this because you had somebody who was very manipulative, very narcissistic, very Yeah, this was like how do I want to say it? A master manipulator who was really, I feel like they were journaling your wounds and using them against you, which is keeping you in this emotional energy of, oh my goodness, you know, 3 different cups, 3 different times, right? Or 3 different relationships did not work out, or something about the number 3 here. And here the divine is coming in and saying, here, Libra, this is our gift to you for everything that you have been through, because your rebirth is here. Whoo, daddy. I love it. All right. So, hidden influences for Libra with their love story. Hidden influences for Libra for their love story. We got the fox. So, we talked about this fox, right? This is the hidden influence. Somebody was very cunning. Somebody was very sly. Somebody was preying on you. This is somebody who come your way as a decoy. They come in this very sly energy. And what they did was they were writing down everything that you told them, every wound that you've experienced, every vulnerability. You opened yourself up to this person and gave them a piece of your heart, right? And they turn around and use them vulnerabilities against you. All right, so hidden influences for Libra's love story. This person was very like a master manipulator, somebody who was very deceptive. Somebody thought they were clever, they thought they were clever in casting treachery upon your life. They thought that you wouldn't see your way out of a situation, right? They thought you wouldn't see your way out of their master manipulative energy. They thought that they would keep you tied and bound, right? They figured, oh, well, I'll just go in and I'll learn Libra's wounds so that I'll write everything down that so and so tells me so that I can turn around and use it against them. Yep. We have a Cancer energy. The hidden influence is that this person is a master manipulator who was very deceptive. They were trying to block you from coming into that sacred union within yourself, which would have literally blocked you from coming into a sacred union with another person. This person is they took it's like they're out of control, right? This person's way out of control, right? Their influence was way out of control here. Again, 789. So a hidden influence is somebody who was very manipulative, very deceptive, that was around you, was literally trying to block your journey forward with that Chariot card in reverse. Somebody could have been trying to maybe get you in a car accident. They could have been wishing for you to get in a car accident. This person could have been speaking ill over your name, right? Maybe speaking that word right there over your name, trying to get you to be in this undecisive energy, not being able to make a decision. All right. They thought they were a fox. They thought they were very deceptive. They thought that they were clever, right? And trying to flip your chariot upside down, trying to flip your forward movement upside down by learning all your vulnerabilities so that they could use them against you. And this was an adversary. They thought that, oh, well, I'm going to teach Libra a lesson. So I'm going to create all the challenges I can on their journey so that I can block them from seeing their way out of a situation, because it's like I'm preying on their downfall, right? I'm preying on them to, not come into union. I'm praying for them not to see my hidden, like throwing a rocks, hiding the hands kind of situation, right? Throwing a rocks, hiding the hands. All right, so obstacles for Libra. I'm telling you, the heart, they created a lot of obstacles in your heart space, which made it hard for you to open yourself back up to love again. They're trying to lock it, trying to lock your heart space up. They did it. It was a plan, right? It was a plan. I'm telling you, they were planning on doing this. I'm telling you. Somebody could have been wishing for you to unalive. Whether it was by suicide, self-deletion, or by car accident. Somebody was wishing for you to unalive. They wanted you to go to the grave. Definitely a female. Definitely a female. And now they're shocked, right? Somebody who treated you like a dog, right? Somebody who, she's writing something about a letter coming through here. They could have been blocking some sort of a letter, stealing some sort of a letter, right? Maybe stole somebody's key. This is somebody who doesn't want to take accountability. All right, so obstacle with the heart space. This is a womanizer, the Jack of Hearts. I feel like this was a womanizer or a manizer. You can take it as you want it. If you're a man, this was a woman who was a master manipulator. If you're a woman, this was a master manipulator who was a womanizer. So obstacles, the locket. They wanted you to lock your heart down. This was a very heartless individual who thought they were clever. Look, a female. So here you are, Divine Feminine. They wanted you to lock your heart up. They didn't want you to be in your power. They didn't want you to it's like, I feel like whoever you are, Libra, you intuitively seen what this person's agenda was. You knew, because the Empress is somebody who is very empowered, somebody who stands in their empathy, somebody who is very intuitive, somebody who could be psychic, somebody who gets premonition dreams, right? They get premonition dreams, they get downloads. Somebody who has a lot of wisdom and knowledge within them. Yeah, they were coming into your dreams. This is what you've seen. You've seen this person in your dreams trying to cause you confusion, trying to keep you in your heart in lockdown from making some sort of a decision on your journey to go through this rebirth. Yep, there's the Ace of Cups in reverse. You've seen that this person was heartless. You've seen it. They wanted you to not make some sort of a decision. They wanted you to choose the poisonous cup that they were offering. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, what you did was you protected your heart. You protected your heart here, Libra. Yep. Because why? Because it's like you knew they were trying to sacrifice you. You knew they were trying to sacrifice you, right? Possibly doing graveyard magic. They were trying to sacrifice your butt. By playing mind games, by manipulating you. They wanted you to self-sacrifice is what I see. And it backfired. It's like they were wishing for you to... Yeah, because they're ungrateful. This is somebody who took advantage of your generosity. This is somebody who now could be looking for a handout. They always wanted you in this unbalanced energy. 3 and a 9, 12. Right? This is that 9 energy. You've learned the lessons. They wanted you in this unbalanced energy. They did not want you to receive love. Instead, they wanted you to self-delete. You're going to be shocked with the Tower moment. You're going to be shocked about something. So freaking shocked. All right. All right. So outside influences. Outside influences. This could have even been the mother of your children for some of you. Could have been your own mother. For some of you, because the Empress does mean mother, but also the Empress means Venus. Venus is in Cancer, or moving from Cancer to Leo. I think it's in Cancer. Venus in Cancer. Venus is the divine feminine, but it also rules Taurus and Libra. It also, Cancer rules the 4th house, right? Cancer rules the 4th house. Somebody could have Cancer. Alrighty. So, outside influences for Libra. Outside influences for Libra. A snake. You have a sneaky snake. The Queen of Wands. There's the master manipulator right there. The master manipulator. Outside influences. You have a master manipulator that's outside in your circle, like outside of yourself. Somebody who, yeah, look, that's 7 energy. See the snake whispering in her ear? This is somebody who's heavily betrayed you outside. Like outside of your social circle, so to speak, with the 3 cups there, outside of your social circle, who could have been looking for a handout. So yeah, there's a snake in your midst. This is that master manipulator. Yep. I'm telling you, the ancestors warned them. They were warned. The ancestors warned this person. So somebody is sick in your community, in your outside circle. It's a backfire. So outside influences, the snake. Outside influences, the snake. Yep. The 5 of Wands in reverse. This person, they wanted you in this power struggle. That's the problem. This person wanted to be dominant over your life. This person was, I feel like, gathering up a group of people, right, to come at you, to pick a fight. The 5 of Wands in reverse talks about somebody who's no longer in that power struggle, somebody who no longer wants to fight, somebody who no longer wants the drama, right? I feel like this snake was an outside influence who was trying to cause the drama, but somebody was like, nah, I'm turning my back to it, right? I'm not going to allow this drama to happen, right? I know it's just an illusion because I've seen it in my dreams, right? I've seen it in my dreams about this poisonous cup, right? That somebody didn't appreciate or value, and like to cause illusions, wanted to keep me stuck and trapped in this repetitive cycle, right? Of being angry, of retaliation, master manipulator. Yep. Trying to sacrifice you. I'm telling you. Because they felt like they owed you this. It's like they felt like it was payback. This is somebody who could have tried to humble you or humiliate you. Maybe publicly humiliate. With the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Somebody to public humiliate you. Point fingers at you. Somebody wished for you to self-sacrifice. Now they're receiving a Tower moment. Best course of action to take for Libra. The best course of action to take for Libra. Please and thank you. The best course of action to take. Yep. So you're being asked the best course of action to take is to be loyal. Be loyal to your heart, is what I feel. Be loyal to your heart, right? Have faith. So the cross, right? Have faith in something. This person could have been writing things, burning candles, right? Burning candles on you, writing things down and burning it, like wishing for you to self-sacrifice in some sort of way. This is somebody who was, look, Seven of Swords, being sneaky, deceptive, possibly even taking your money, right? I don't know why I said money. Taking your letters. Praying in vain over you. So the best course of action to take with the loyal dog. Best course of action with the dog. Yep. I'm telling you. So the best course of action to take is to be loyal to your heart, right? Because you know that this person was like, well, this is the action that we need to take. We need to, because we don't believe in their faith, right? We don't have the same belief system. So I'm just going to, I'm going to do this heartless thing to this individual, right? Because this person is, heartless. They don't care about me. So I'm going to do everything I can as a sneaky snake. I'm going to try to create drama. I'm going to try to set them up. This is a master plan. This person was very conniving. If I can't get them to self-delete, I'm going to set them up to get in a car accident. All because you do not have the same belief system as them. All because of that. This person is heartless. This is somebody who's been praying, who was praying in vain over you. Praying in vain over you. Burning candles. Thinking that they were your master. With the Hierophant card here. Thinking they were your master. They could have even did some sort of a prayer circle. Prayed in vain over you. Hoping that you would self-delete. The King of Cups in reverse talks about somebody who's heartless. Somebody who lacks empathy. Somebody who's a womanizer. The Hierophant card in reverse talks about a structure, right? A religious structure, a secret society. Somebody who is a non-traditional person. They don't believe in a traditional thing. Somebody could also be, with the letter here, writing an obituary. So the Hierophant talks about lack of tradition, lack of structure, lack of empathy. Somebody who didn't value, right? Somebody who feels did not value you. Somebody who's very conniving, very deceptive. Somebody who did not value a relationship, did not value marriage, right? This is somebody who was even talking crap about you, calling you a dog, right? All being in third-party situations, always after somebody else's man, after somebody else's woman. This is somebody who was trying to create a lot of drama around you, but I feel like it did not work. I feel like you turned your back to it. I feel like you're like, okay, I already seen this in my dreams. I already know that this person's trying to set me up to to pin people against me, to try to get people to fight with me. I already seen it, right? But I feel like instead you chose to work on yourself. This is somebody who was trying to master something, possibly master a craft in a secret society. But now they feel like they have unfinished business with you. So now they want to come in and have a conversation and offer you condolences, offer you a piece of their heart, maybe an apology. This is definitely somebody who feels they have unfinished business with you, right? The Knight of Cups. This is a heartless individual, right? Who wanted to do nothing but create drama for you. This is somebody who's very immature. The Six of Cups. Somebody who's very immature. Yep. Who thought that you were very weak. Thought that they had power over you. Thought that they could control a narrative. Thought that they, could like put a stronghold on you, try to control a narrative. But what they didn't realize is your weaknesses turn into your greatest strengths. This person thought, oh, well, this person's weak-minded. They have a weak heart, right? This person. So the strength card represents the heart space. So you're very strong-willed is what I feel. You're very strong-willed. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. So they thought the best course of action was to try to pin you up, right? Or they're thinking, well, the best course of action is I just won't, I won't invite them somewhere. Or I'll just pray in vain over them. I'll present myself that I'm this, very religious individual, right? I'm very religious and, I'm a nice person and yeah, and try to pin two people against each other. See how you got these two people who are like got their backs towards one another? He's holding a rose, she's holding a rose. They're both holding roses, but they got their backs towards one another. All right, so the outcome. The outcome is somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be finding out they're pregnant. This also could be talking about, so the Jack of Spades is the Jack of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So yeah, somebody could be finding out they're pregnant, for one. The outcome is that you are here. Your rebirth is here, right? With the Stork card, the Stork card talks about birth. Yeah. So, and we have the Queen of Cups here. This is somebody who's very nurturing, somebody who's in their heart space, somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who is connected to the Most High. But I feel like the outcome is your rebirth is here. It is here. And you had somebody who was being immature trying to catch you, right? They were trying to catch you with this net, trying to catch you as you come out of your cocoon in this net. They were trying to catch you, right? Trying to catch you so that they could attack you, catch you and trap you in something. This could be the mother of your child, right? Right. Creating obstacles, creating challenges, trying to cloud you, right? Trying to cloud your intuition. They didn't want you to see something clearly here. This is a person who was throwing a rock, hiding hands. They didn't want you to see something clearly. Remember, they wanted you to be in this energy of procrastination. They wanted you to, they kept you in this illusion of who they truly were, right? Yeah. So there you are. You're at peace. You found peace. You found peace through your strengths. So the outcome with the child and the stork, yeah, the Queen of Wands. This is that master manipulator. Somebody who comes off as the Queen of Cups, somebody who's loving, but they're very manipulative. This is a person who uses reverse psychology, somebody who is a how do I want to say this? I love you, you're my best friend, but they take that knife and they stick it in your back while they're hugging you. This is somebody who's very emotionally manipulative. somebody who is narcissistic, somebody who lacks values, somebody who, you know, yeah. So for some of you, this person could be sending in a child. This is somebody who was brainwashed as a child too, is something else that I'm getting. This is somebody who was brainwashed as a child. And that is how they grew up. That's the Hereford card. How they grew up is being a master manipulator. Somebody taught them. This is somebody who, what do they call that? Parental, something about parental brainwashing. That's what the situation looks like. This person was either they did it to their child or they did it to the person you're connected to. Brainwashed their child, or they were brainwashed as a child by their parents. Yep. And now they feel like they have unfinished business because something that they were working on with magic. I feel like this person was doing magic on you. I'm telling you. Alrighty, so let's see what they were saying about you. What were they saying about you? What was this person speaking over your name with that moon energy? True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Soulmate. So for some of you, this is a soulmate who was wishing for you. They were wishing for true love, unconditional love, but you had somebody who interfered. Yeah, somebody who you make me feel like home. You feel like home to me. So you are wishing for, and that's what the Four of Wands is about, feeling at home within a relationship. I feel like that's presently what you are doing. You are manifesting a soulmate who, as soon as you two sit down and have this heart-to-heart conversation, you're going to feel at home. You're going to be able to feel vulnerable with them. Why? Because you are realizing that this is a soulmate kind of love, right? This is somebody who's going to respect you, somebody who's going to love you unconditionally, somebody who's going to respect you unconditionally, somebody who physically loves you unconditionally, right? Yeah, this is a friendship. Time apart from a friend, right, was a spiritual lesson, right? So I feel like what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to sit down and you're going to be vulnerable with somebody. You're going to build from a friendship up to unconditional love. But as soon as you two come across each other, you're going to recognize them as your soulmate. You both come from the same star system. This is a wish come true, right? So this could be a friend from your past coming through, somebody who you were friends with that you had spent time apart from, and now you're both going through this spiritual awakening, and realizing that, like, recognizing each other's soul. You are realizing that the time apart got you clarity about the people and relationships in your life that have taught you spiritual lessons, which is causing you to go through that ego death, right? At the time when you two were friends, they just wasn't ready for you, and they couldn't handle you telling them how you really felt. They couldn't handle opening themselves up to being vulnerable to you. They couldn't do it. They wasn't ready to share that love with you. Being apart has been life changing for them. So the separation brought clarity. It made them change their life. It took them through an ego death. You're the only one who truly gets me. Yeah, you two are going to be the only two who truly gets one another. This person was really bad at commitment. That's because of past relationships that broke them. Yep. So you're being asked to go slow. Take the time to get to know one another. This will, I feel like somebody was affected more than what somebody realizes on the other end. This is definitely a twin flame divine counterpart. Yeah, a true love, a soulmate. So somebody could be apologizing for going their own way because they had to go their own way to figure shit out, so to speak, right? Somebody is sorry they couldn't do right by you, but they still think about you, and it still makes them rise to the occasion, so to speak, right? They wish that they'd have been honest about how they were feeling, but they couldn't. They were afraid of being rejected. So this definitely goes back to childhood wounds that this person is carrying, right? So that is what I see. So let's see, what are some signs that Libra is seeing? Show me some signs that you're showing Libra here. So definitely childhood wounds. Absolutely. Somebody's going to come in real quick. And I feel like they're coming with that net. They're like, all right, divine feminine, I'm ready to catch you. Right? I'm going to net you. I'm going to keep you all for myself now because I completed my rebirth, right? I completed my rebirth. I'm no longer dealing with low vibrational people, people who manipulate me, people who play head games with me. Yep, you're being freed. You are being freed. See how these two mermaids are hugging? Safely. You're going to make it through some sort of a situation very safely, possibly in the summertime, maybe even going near water. This person could also have water in their chart, or maybe you have water in your chart. Look at the star. You guys are starfishes. So somebody has Pisces in their chart, possibly Aquarius in their chart with the star. Yeah, remember, a wish come true. What was the present moment? A star. Starfish. Your fellow soulmates. You come from the same star system. Yep. Somebody is seeing a light, that it is safe to open themselves up to you. They're feeling safe around you. You feel like home to them because you came from the same star system. Yeah, both went through a lot of hardships, a lot of thorns. Somebody could have been sending spiders your way, right? Caused a lot of hard times. And this was a sneaky snake, which is really crazy because I had a dream about somebody trying to catch me in a web, right? And then I looked to my, like, out of my peripheral vision, I seen this huge ass spider come out in my dream. And I'm like, oh, what does this mean? Master manipulator, Jezebel spirit, for those of you who don't know, right? Making something hard for you, right? The thorns, the hardships, the church. Jesus wore them thorns. This is somebody who is praying in vain over your name. 777. Your hard work, rapid soul development that comes from challenging times. So this person coming into your life is an adversary to fast ascend you. That's why you experience these challenges. Alrighty, so what are the crows? Oh, one more thing before we pull the crows. One more thing, Libra, before we pull the crows. Let's get some characteristics for this love. So somebody has blue eyes. Somebody has blue eyes. I know you can barely see it, but there's blue eyes on her. Somebody has blue eyes. Mid to late 30s for some of you. We have the letter W. The letter Z. Another Z. First, middle, or last name, a P. For some of you, first, middle, or last name, an O. I see zoo. I don't know why, but I do. An S. A U. I don't know why I see Wusa. I don't know where that's coming from, but hey, I'm just telling you. An S. Another S. I don't know if you can see it, but it's an S. So you got two S's, two 2 S's, and I thought there was 2 U's, but I guess not. An I. SIS is somebody could have been somebody's sister. Another U. Somebody who's a male individual. Male, mid-30s to late 30s, blue eyes. Another O. Woosa. I'm telling you, Woosa. WOOSS. And I don't have an A, but I'm telling you, somebody is like Woosa. Something about divine timing. We have a letter T. A Y. Somebody could have thought you were stupid. South is coming through. Somebody could live down south or on the south side of your place. A B. This is the letter B. How well you can see that. And the number 1. All right. So there you go. Let's go ahead and pull some crows. What are the crows warning Libra about before we close out this reading? Somebody could have been calling somebody a pussy. PUSSY. Somebody could be calling you out, calling you that name. We have boys, BOYS. Somebody could have some sons or boys. I do see zoo, ZOOS. Zoos. Somebody may like to go to the zoo. Yeah, exercise your senses. Become one with nature. Ground yourself and exercise your intuition. Go near some water. It'll help cleanse you. It'll help ground you. Water is very healing. The second time water come through this reading, I see Susie. SUZY or I. Susie. Could be somebody's name. Yeah, divine timing. I'm telling you. It's all about the timing. We got that. Something about maybe the summertime or when the sun comes up and you're supposed to answer. The answers lie within you. So meditate. Go near water. Meditate. Go outside. Sit on the ground. Trust divine timing. Fill yourself with some vitamin D because the sun is full of vitamin D. Allow your soul to warm up, right? Again, that solar plexus energy is very important. Nothing is impossible. You are my sunshine. That's the second card of my sunshine. This is weird, right? So allow your inner unicorns to come out. Don't text your ex. Leave them behind. They're not good for you. This person is very egotistical, very self-centered. They only see things in black and white. They've been coming into your dreams, right? Maybe saying, oh, you're my dream come true. You're my soulmate, right? But you didn't come this far in your journey to only come this far. You're being asked to think outside the box. Look at the stars. Another star card. We are all around you. Your star family is around you. You come from the same star system. Look at that. Speak to them. They're speaking to you. Okay? So thank you for watching, Libras. That is your love story. I am grateful for all of your thumbs up, and thank you for all of your views. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.